Good day, my friends, and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. My name's Chris. I'm the Batman statue collector right here on YouTube, and welcome to another carside chat. I absolutely love doing these with you guys, and so that's exactly what I'm going to be doing today. The great thing about collecting is how it brings us together and how it gives us conversations to have. And again, these carside chats are just me kind of free wheeling and dealing, just kind of talking off the cuff. I just sometimes I have a topic that I'm thinking about, and the topic that I want to talk to you guys about today is size. Okay, now on the channel before we've talked about scale, what scales are best, what the differences are between all the different scales, and you guys can find those videos on the channel. I might do an updated one here at some point, but the thing I want to talk to you about today is size in terms of what are you collecting right now. We've talked a lot about shipping costs and the economy and inflation, and we can go blah blah blah. We can talk about it every single week, and sometimes things seem like they're getting a little bit better, and then other times they're not. But I'm curious as to where you guys are at right now. Where are you guys at in terms of what you're collecting because of price point? Are you collecting smaller? If you follow this channel, you guys know that I love third scale. It's my favorite scale by far, but I also collect quarter scale. I try to keep it in those two scales. I feel like, to me, they are the most impressive. You could say life-size busts are great, yes, but life-size figures are great, yes. Half scale, but they're not everybody's cup of tea. Neither is 1/3 scale. But as the prices continue to go up on the third scales, where you're looking at $2,000 mostly shipped for one statue, have you guys started collecting smaller? I'm curious. If you have, what are you collecting now? I can see a lot of collectors going to 1/4. I think a lot of companies are going to be doing quarter scale. I feel like they have had to pivot. Sorry, quoting some Friends there. One of my favorite episodes. Pivot. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting off track. See, I told you I'm wheeling and dealing, freestyling here. See, I lost my train of thoughts. Anyway, getting back to it. So, are you collecting smaller? Are you collecting quarter scale? I feel like a lot of the companies are absolutely going to be going to quarter scale because I think more people are willing to buy. They're willing to pay that price. Are the quarter scales still expensive? Yes, $700, $800, $1,000, $1,200, depending on who you're buying from, which company. Again, we can debate whether the cost is worth it or not. If it's worth it to you, pay it. But I've also heard a lot of collectors say, I'm out of the statue game. I'm going into hot toys. I'm going to do nothing but hot toys now. Or I'm only going to collect 5th scale. Or I'm only going to collect 10th scale. So that is really kind of where I want to know what you guys are collecting. Are you there to that point where you're like, I can't spend this much money anymore? I have advised people, people ask me all the time, Chris, what should I do? And I have advised that if you still like those larger scale pieces, but you can't afford them or as many of them, that's just the thing, is budget. If you used to buy 5 a year, maybe now buy 2. If that's still what you love, if that's still where your passion is. But if you just love to collect, there's still a lot of really great art in all different scales. So I'm going to say, don't limit yourself to, I'm only this, okay? Because I've done that for a long time. I'm only a Batman statue collector. I do that for sanity. I do that for stress. But if you're somebody that doesn't care about that, don't limit yourself. But I also feel like you really should budget as much as possible. I do spreadsheets. Don't laugh at me. It helps keep me organized. It helps me know how much I'm spending. Has that number dwindled? Yes. Have I started looking at more quarter scale stuff? Yes. Especially from Prime 1, they're going to be coming out with a lot of really great quarter scales. Would I have preferred it being in third scale? Probably, but also I know that I would be spending a lot more money. And I know these quarter scales are not going to be cheap anyway. But again, Sideshow Collectibles, Tweeterhead. A lot of these companies are doing really great with their price points. Some of the other companies are also offering really great things. You got PCS and Legendary Beast and XM. Like, there's a lot of really great companies out there. J&D, Queen Studios, Infinity. All of these companies are putting out great product, but a lot of their prices are going up. So is Sideshow, so is Tweeterhead. It's just the nature of the beast. But we have to pick and choose, right? We have to pick and choose. The other side of this coin that I want to flip is it also affecting, let me reword it, in terms of size, not only the size that you're collecting, but also I wanted to know a little bit about the size of your collection. Where are you at with that? Do you want a giant collection room? Do you want a room that's more intimate? I've talked about it here on the channel. When I went to visit Dan Default from Wayne Manor North, we both talked about how we love how intimate his room feels. It's museum-like. He's got art. He's got 3D art. It's his office. But at the same time, it's just like a perfect size. I'm getting ready to go into this big bat cave bunker, whatever you want to call it. And it's going to be phenomenal. But I'm curious as to what you guys think. Would you rather have more space and maybe it looked a little bit overwhelming and cluttered? Or would you rather have a small space where you have to kind of pick and choose your pieces? And that again goes back to what you collect, the size you collect, the budget you collect. Because if you have a small space, that is going to limit you. And you might have to sell statue A to get statue B to put it in that space so it doesn't look too cluttered. And I know some of you hate selling. I'm somebody that doesn't really care. If I need the space, I'll part with my piece that I don't love as much anymore. Again, that rotating gallery effect. But again, I'm just curious as to what you guys think about in terms of how you would prefer. Because if you have a smaller space, does that help you with your budget? Does that help you choose what statues you get? Because if you have a large space, then typically you're going to just buy whatever you can. And it's going to hopefully fit. But I also feel like having a small space kind of keeps you in check, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Again, just thinking off the top of my head. Again, these are the things that I think about at night that keep me up. Conversations that I have with you guys in the community. Again, always thank you guys for reaching out, asking for my advice. That's awesome. And hopefully I steer you guys in the right direction at least a little bit, because I've made mistakes along the way. But anyway, I just thought the topic of size would be fun today. I mean, we could make a lot of jokes about size, but I just wanted to mostly talk about scale that you're collecting and if the economy has made you rethink the scales that you collect. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know, if you've had to change, what your direction is, or if you're still, plowing to the fence. And continuing to buy whatever you want to buy and making it work. Anyway, I'm just curious. Again, thanks for tuning into these Carside chats, guys. It really is awesome that you guys do this. If you have any topic ideas, if you have anything that you would like me to do as a Carside chat, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd really like to hear your advice, your opinions, what you guys would like to see. Because again, some of you might be bored with what I'm talking about today, but again, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to listen. So anyway, if you are new here, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Consider hitting the join button down below for early access to our videos. Basically, you become a member of the Brotherhood of the Bat. So thank you again to all of our members. You guys are incredible. And so are each and every one of you that take the time to watch not only my channel, but other channels. There's so many really great channels out there, guys. Definitely support them. Just really great. DCX, Everyday Collector. There's so many amazing channels out there. Just support them. They work hard, and they're trying to grow as well. So anyway, be good to yourself. Be good to the community. And again, just thank you, guys. Love each and every one of you. I'll see you soon in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.